The most recent Steam Next Fest was, frankly, a little disappointing. I really look forward to these kinds of events because I enjoy finding new games. I enjoy supporting indie developers, but there were a lot of rough ones out there this time. However, amongst the slop, there were a couple really good ones, really standout demos that I think most people would enjoy. So I played all of them and recorded it so that you can check it out and see if it's worth your time or not. This is the first Steam Next Fest demo that we're going to take a look at, and I really think it's worth your while, especially if you like kind of crass humor. So let's go ahead and hit play. In Dispatch, you play as Robert, a fallen superhero formerly known as Mecha Man. Having lost his mech suit in battle, he is recruited to join SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, as a dispatcher. In this section of the game, Robert has just arrived for his first day at SDN. And you'll see in a moment here that it almost feels like watching a TV show.
We're not the highest profile branch in the network, but we've got what makes the real difference. Great people. Some of them aren't even people, and they're still great.
You can see the person in the cat suit in the background.
One of the 3 copiers on this floor. Fax, scan, does literally everything. Documentation, one of the 3 Ds at SDN. There tends to be a healthy amount of paperwork. I used to call it triple Ds, but I was informed that had a different connotation.
How many heroes do you have here?
And you could see there that a couple options came up for dialogue, and you had a limited time to respond to it.
Working different shifts. Yep, we're all about diversity. Lana works in the mailroom, from a different galaxy altogether.
So choices matter as a part of this game.
Superhearing. He's from, I want to say
Florida.
Florida, of course. Florida man over there. Hey, easy on the bath salts.
That was one guy. Hey, speaking of bath, where is the,
Oh, need a bio break?
Excuse me?
Restroom. I mean, it's right over there. Sorry. At work, I tend to get a little...
corny?
Corporate, Dick. Meet me in the records room when you're done. If you get lost, look for the door that says records room.
So really digging the art style. Feels like I'm just watching a Netflix show or something.
Oh, bruh, I almost went in my pants. Hey, you this Robert people talking about?
That urinal is
brother?
all the way
Roy,
down.
but people call me Roy. All right, good to meet you, bruh.
Likewise.
Weird to give a fist bump while peeing, but
So
you know.
Roid, like steroid?
Huh? Hell no, brother. No. Cause listen. The 3 other guys here, they go by the name Roy. So I think it's like, we go scrap, we go ground, I bust you up, and then, you got Roy. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I think.
Still going.
That's why they call me Roy? Like I'm on steroids. But they think I'm some kind of a juice head? They think I'm not natty?
Yeah, just tell them we're kidding.
They think Roy's not natty.
No, I'm just kidding, man. Just making jokes about your name and the shitter.
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, Nokia is probably best. Nice meeting you, Royd, even if it was while we were both holding our dicks.
You one funny bugger. Mecha man.
Okay, so I was worried about your unwashed hand, but now...
Yeah, I was worried about that too, to be fair.
Nah, brother. It's Kapu. Need to know basis, and Roy need to know. I don't want to come pick up your soup or fix them for the SDN.
Cool. You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro. I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake, I just do like this.
Can you show me again? I don't think I got it.
Bit of a smartass.
Holy shit, who's this freckle-faced fuck? How are you?
That's an aggressive way to greet someone.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
That's the idea.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Why you all tense? What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be that as it may, I'm still confused.
Oh, right, because I'm old as shit. How about this? This jog your memory?
Trackstar? Holy shit!
Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know? Oh, and hey, they call me Chase around here, so keep it, you know.
Sure, right.
The old guy's
Chase.
got a
Been
mouth
what,
on
10,
him.
15 years?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I reached out to this little pissant when his dad passed. Then he got to ducking me like he owed me money.
I was in a weird place.
I understand, kid. It was tough on all of us, so I can't imagine what you went through.
Yeah, so what's up? You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
He kind of does.
Sorry.
I can
never
I can totally see that.
Fucker. It's the powers. I can move 50 times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers. Nowadays, I'm moving slower than frozen piss to keep the old ticker from popping on me.
Then how old are you really?
I turned 39 a few months ago, but went to Dave and Buster's, shit was lit.
So I guess this means you're the one person I can't complain to about
Shout
losing
out
my
to Dave and
suit.
Buster's.
You better not. I would resurrect and re-kill your fucking father in front of you if it meant being able to use my powers again.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow.
What? Obviously, I'd let Robert have one last I love you before I extinguished the light from his eyes.
Was he always like this?
Yes, actually.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to
Suppression
your
of
two conclusions.
trauma. Yep, sounds about right.
Now, if I'm being honest, I thought and still think we should have canned these tunas months ago.
And you might get your wish. Because if we don't see improvements soon, the whole program will be scrapped.
Check it out.
pressure.
Hero database. Reveal the heroes. All right, what's this bat boy?
Sonar here was a Harvard graduate
Who will not shut the fuck up about being a Harvard graduate, like all Harvard graduates.
who also orchestrated some of the most effective Silicon Valley investment frauds in U.S. history.
Also, sometimes he transforms into a fucking bat monster that would eat you ass first after he emptied your pension plan.
Okay, so I guess this is what he normally looks like, and then this is his transformation in the back. And what's cool is that, you know, you're seeing parts of like the system within the game here. So you can see that it says intellectual and hybrid here. So that speaks to his abilities, gives a little bio on him, some background information and such. And then it's got this graph, this sonar graph with combat, vigor, mobility, charisma, and intellect. And the graph shows you like how many points they have in each area, and also a visual representation of how well they would do in each area. And then of course this guy is also a monster, so he's got a monster graph too that you can toggle on and off. So are you looking at regular him or monster him, because that changes the strengths and weaknesses. All right, let's look at the next one.
Flambe. He
Controls the fire and the flame, and his skin does not burn.
Right.
Salt
man.
Bay.
Didn't you ever run in with him years back?
I did. Yeah.
So you know he's a certifiable dickhead.
Kind of looks like one. Not that you should judge a book by its cover, but it's a very kickable smirk there. All right, next.
Invisigal, who you met. Turned herself in a few months ago and entered the program on the condition we didn't ask questions.
That's a little suspicious, no?
Suspicious? Really? Of a criminal that turns invisible and doesn't like to answer questions? What tipped you off, Sherlock?
Love the humor in this. All right.
Here we have coupe, which I recently learned is a French ballet term that means to cut, hence the knives.
That's very clever.
Yeah, but it sounds dumb to say, so everybody calls her Coop. She was an assassin for the mob, then went independent.
All right.
Punch up.
Carnival strongman who made a deal with a sorceress. She gave him the strength of 10 men. His muscles grew, but his body shrunk.
He's got all the charm and brains of a greasy bowling ball.
Height 3'3".
Malevola. Terrifying. She's got a magic sword.
Hey,
and
it's
she creates
Karlach.
portals that allow her to teleport.
Somehow she's still late for every fucking meeting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does it on purpose. That's Golem. He is a construct.
A construct?
Yeah.
Golem is a
Bunch of dirt and
golem.
mud made sentient with magic. I think he's lonely.
Prism, Michigan born and raised. Her power is weird. She weaponizes light rays or some shit. A lot of this stuff is a guess.
Why does she dress like a pop star?
She's actually super talented.
Because apparently she is a pop star. 1.3 million followers. All right.
Wait, so the Z team, my team, their Phoenix program?
That is correct.
Your own motley crew of dangerous fuck-ups.
We're not looking for miracles, but we'd love one if we could get it. Can you show him his desk?
Sure. What's that arm squeeze about?
You want one? Here.
Fuck off. This is you. Pretty sparse, but feel free to decorate.
Ah, the typical office cubicle.
This computer's older than you look. Wait, so we're doing this? I haven't even met the team yet.
We did the slideshow.
First of all, that wasn't a slideshow.
Look, we like to start slow. Most people don't make it past the first dispatch, and this is better for everybody's safety.
What do you mean, safety?
You'll be fine. And this here is our little slice of the Southland. Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Exactly. Now put your headset on and introduce yourself to these pricks.
When they said dispatch, they really did mean dispatch.
Hey, team. This is your dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
Tell me that's not your real
Lathering, bitch! You can't be this shook on your first day, come on!
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear. Who? Roberto son? I saw him in his underwear. He packing much? No, but he's got a lot of bruises. Which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
Get it, your email.
Shut the fuck up! Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of. Alright?
That guy knows how to shut up a room. All right, in dispatch, your job is to respond to various calls from subscribers within the city of Torrance by sending heroes from your team. Your heroes will display strengths and weaknesses in the following categories, which we went over this a bit. And when receiving a call, you will be provided with key information to assist you in sending the best heroes for the job. So there are other games like this out there. I haven't personally played them, but I know the Game Grumps have played a lot of them, where the general idea is you get calls in and then you have to make the right decisions on how to resolve those calls. But there's more to this game than just that. Alright, so here's the first call.
My son's balloon is stuck in a tree. Can you send someone?
My son's a balloon, but it shows a picture of a cat. So the requirements are to climb a 40-foot tall tree and retrieve the balloon and don't make the child cry. So then we have to decide like which hero or kind of villain would be best for their job. So since you have to climb, you figure that would be like probably mobility. And then don't make the child cry would probably be charisma. So like Coop, she's got good mobility, but not really good charisma. Prism's got great charisma, not great mobility. Same with this guy. She's got okay charisma. Mobility's kind of low. He is not going to be climbing a 40-foot tall tree probably because he's quite small. Her mobility is good. Bad charisma. He's probably shouldn't be near trees since he likes to set things on fire. This guy is okay in those two areas. So I don't think any of them are like a perfect fit for this, but I think she's okay for it. So let's try her.
Hello, citizens, it's me, your lord and savior.
Well, that's
Mr.
a comforting.
Vanderstank is requesting a hero for a very important event.
Who's this
Alright.
Vanderstink guy?
Willem Vanderstank, certified genius. Literally, he has a certificate.
You aren't a genius if you need a piece of paper that says you're a genius.
You're just jealous. This guy rules.
Alright, so someone very high profile. Or, sorry, the event is very high profile and send someone that will make them look good. Honestly, Prism comes to mind because she's got a lot of followers. She dresses fancy and everything, so she's probably a good match for this. And high charisma.
I guess I'll go.
I'll take Wednesday.
Tuesday. Dibs on Monday.
What are you guys talking about?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Alright, so after they complete the jobs, you gotta review their performance to basically release them back into active duty. Alright, so on the Lost Balloon, how did she do? Alright, she was able to do it. 87% accuracy. So that's good. And she got some experience. That's what the star is for. Your experience points. Oh, what's going on over here?
Oh my god! A Vipadea is spraying shit everywhere!
Alright, so there's also these situations where you have to do some hacking. So this is medium difficulty, and you get 3 attempts until lockout. So in the hacking, you have to move the hacking avatar with WASD, just like you would to move a character around. Then you have to do these arrow things to make progress. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can get this last one here. And we have to drag. There we go. And we were able to shut down the yucky bidet. Okay, here's another report.
What's
Success!
this guy even famous for? Seemed like a loser to me.
Laugh all you want. Someday, my subconscious will live on in a chip, and your subconscious will be dead. Cringe.
Alright, so there's a fight at a crypto night. 2 heroes are fighting each other at crypto night, and need to break up the brawl, diplomatically if possible. Alright, so we want someone who probably has some charisma, but is also kind of strong. Or at least can take a beating. I think Gollum might be good for this. I mean, he's got pretty good charisma, and then his strength and vigor is okay too. So let's try him. Okay, and we have revealed something special about him. When Gollum is in a call with 2+ slots, certain ones may grant +2 to a stat and -1 to others when he's assigned. So, I don't know if you saw, but there were 3 slots available in this particular mission, so you could send up to 3 characters. Let's see right here. So, if we wanted to send another character and make the possibility for success even bigger, we could. So maybe we'll send him. He's got good charisma too.
Heading there.
We'll just send the 2.
I used to punch bums on that corner.
Another
Makes
one.
you wonder if the best days are behind us.
Pursue the thieves and return the boat in one piece. Alright, so we need mobility for this. And maybe intellect? She's got good mobility. And okay intellect. So let's try her.
Fine.
There we go.
So what was your read on this Mecha Man guy?
Washed up, drinking alone. A
Whoop.
robot guy without his robot, I guess.
So, just a guy?
Hear that, Flambe? You got your ass kicked by just a guy.
All of you. Shut the fuck up.
It's interesting the kind of banter that goes on between the characters. Also some powerhouse voice actors in this game. And occasionally these things will pop up where there will be updates in a mission and you get to actually have some input in how they resolve the issue. So these idiots are fighting over the name Fight Man. Let's try giving them new names, maybe that'll solve them. So we can say, suggest badass sounding names, dumbass sounding names, or becoming a dynamic duo. I think that maybe trying to get them to just like work together would be the best way to diplomatically resolve things. So that's a charismatic approach. And it worked. And they both got experience. Yay.
Bombay, you're off route.
What's he up to?
Fire at a local park has gotten out of control.
Did you start that fire?
Oh.
The fire that's burning 2 blocks from where you're standing. You didn't start that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on break, so how could I know?
Ugh, Flambe, stop fucking around. I've got enough problems without you making new ones.
Whatever, man.
Alright, so he might have started it. He's not telling, but we need to send someone durable to prevent further damage and quick. It's durable and quick. Ooh. Not great options for that. She's kind of durable and kind of quick. More than this one. Alright, let's try her.
Need to get some steps in anyway.
Oh, okay, we revealed another thing. When sent alone, a visible reduces travel time and call completion. Okay. And we gotta respond to this.
Someone's robbing the museum. I don't know what you do, man. I just started today.
Alright, so security systems have been taken over. Avoid motion sensors, apprehend the thieves. Okay, so maybe a bit of intellect and mobility? Let's try this guy.
No problemo. Gotta pick up dry cleaning near there anyway.
Alright, let's review results from the stolen boat. Oh, the boat sunk. Oh dear. So that one didn't go well. There's another one over here.
Diaz here. Today's topic is all about SDN hiring criminals to protect us.
Alright, so we need someone to educate them and prove them wrong. So I'm thinking charisma on that one. Let's try Prism. Oh. Alright, the fire's out of control. We either need to use the hose to extinguish the fire or use the body to smother the flames. We're gonna go with the hose. I'm not gonna use her body. Okay, contain the blaze. Alright, and museum robbery. How should we get around the sensors? Hack. Lee through the sensors or power through them. We're not going to power through them. He doesn't have great mobility either. Let's hack. Alright, here we go.
Let's see if I can do this.
Okay. Keep going. Alright, over here.
Exhibit A is back online.
Nope. Okay. Maybe we gotta do this one again. Yep. Okay. And you gotta do it before the timer runs out, which is that red bar at the top.
Ha!
There we go.
Is it just me, or am I really fucking good at this?
Okay. And we revealed something about him.
Sonar.
Oh, that, yeah. He kind of randomly turns into a monster sometimes.
Randomly.
We are working on controlling it.
Alright, so he is now showing his beastly form. He transforms after returning from a call. His intellect swaps with combat and his charisma swaps with vigor until the next call. Nope, another one.
You've encountered these thieves before.
Compile and cross-reference past cases of this art crime ring and track down known members to find their hideout. Okay. I feel like I don't have a great character for that. That seems intellect-based. Maybe having two of them work together? Let's try it.
Confess your sins. Because I really want the tea.
Hey, Bobby. Here, William Vanderstink needs a security detail. Is it cool if I go? I've been wanting to pitch him some stuff I've been working on.
Alright, I'm gonna wait a moment for more to become available. Alright, and sometimes you get competing calls and you can only choose one. And they should be marked by the hand signal and the pink circle. So we can send Sonar or send anyone else. I'm gonna let Sonar go.
It would mean a lot.
I'm gonna let him go meet his hero and pitch him ideas.
Sure.
So there we go.
Go ahead.
Thanks, man. You will not regret this.
Now we need to respond to this one.
I would until you said that.
Alright, so juvenile pickpocket. Track down the pickpocket to bring him home. Encourage him to turn his life around. Alright. Let's see. So we need to track him down and try to get him to turn his life around. Maybe Gollum because of the charisma.
How long was the last dispatcher here?
2 days. New record.
How the fuck did that happen?
I set this car on fire. Yeah. Very flammable. Kia Soul.
Oh boy, Prism did not do a good job. That was an abject failure. Alright, how about this one? Apprehending art thieves. Alright. That one at least worked. That's good. Yep. Okay. The nerves are hitting Sonar, and he's second-guessing his human meat alternative pitch. How should he approach it? Stick with your guts, be yourself, make it relatable, tell a story, just wing it, you got this. If I was in that situation, I would try to make it relatable.
Make it relatable. You know, tell a story.
I've got a great story.
Go on the charisma route. And it worked. Yay. Oh, and one of our heroes has leveled up. Sonar. Access the hero database by clicking on the icon. So this is where things get more interesting. Navigate to the upgrade tab, and you can see that they each have, they each gain, rather, skill points that you can put into those different areas that you see on the chart. So every rank earns a skill point. Okay. So he's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 2. How about we give him a little bit more in charisma. Try to even them out between charisma and intellect. Alright. There we go. And then we back out. Let's respond to this one.
Just cut me a deal, okay?
Alright, we located the stolen art. Now the hideout is well guarded, and stealth and use of surroundings will be key in taking them down. Alright, so we need stealth, which is probably going to come from mobility. And also being invisible would probably be good for this. She's not the strongest, but she can definitely be stealthy.
On my way.
I'm wondering if she should have backup. Yeah, let's send Ko with her as well. Oh, revealed something else. In 2+ slot calls, if placed in the first slot, she gains +1 to combat. If placed in the second slot, she gains +1 mobility. Very cool. Let's go ahead and send them out.
Nice when you get paid for it.
Agreed. It's always nice when you get paid for it. Alright. They caught the kid, but you have no idea what to do with a 12-year-old thief. Try to give him a pep talk. Rely on that charisma. There you go. Well done. Nope. There's a lot of thieves in the hideout. How should the team approach? Get the paintings out quietly. Take down the thieves, not the art. Protect the art. Capture the thieves. I would say... get the paintings out quietly.
Get the paintings out. Quietly.
No promises. I'm a screamer.
Alright, we've recovered the art. Here we go. Oh.
Grannies, I got this.
Hold up, aren't you banned?
Yeah, and I gotta get unbanned.
Alright, so Invisical is saying she wants to do this because she wants to get unbanned, so we'll let her go handle it.
You know, I'm not going for you. I'm going because I have to. Can I get ice down here, please?
What does that mean?
She's asking for a tap-in. We got access to security cams of SDN subscribers all over our territory.
Wow, really? Is that legal?
Don't ask questions. Just always make sure to read the fine print.
Don't ask questions. Best part of a job. Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and Tales from the Borderlands. So you know these guys are good at stories. Kinda looks like Captain America. But he uses a mech.
Man. You're dead, I thought.
This on the inside. My suit was destroyed.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
You want me to sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange,
It's got some Marvel vibes. It's got some...
washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers.
What is that show called?
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Too easy.
Never remember the freaking name of it.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
The Boys, I think it's called. The one where the superheroes are
I don't have a car.
That's gonna be a
actually
weird
quite
insurance
bad.
claim.
The way things are going, I'd cut the whole damn team.
All of you in this room have set this program ablaze with your bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You're a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built.
those twinks.
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What's your name?
Look at this star-studded cast.
My name's Beef and I'm naked. Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds
And there's a dog. All right, so first impressions based on this little snippet of a demo. Freaking love it. I love the art style. I love the sarcastic, dry, kind of crass humor. I love the premise. I love the systems in the game so far. The voice acting is great. Character interactions are great. Seems like there's going to be some good relationship building as well. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about this so far, and I'm really looking forward to the release of the game, which is supposed to be sometime this year, so keep an eye out. Next on our list of demos to check out is Rue Valley. And this one I actually did know a little bit about before Steam Next Fest. I had heard about some Disco Elysium-like game coming out. I think I saw it on Reddit or something. And yeah, this definitely fits the bill. So let's check it out. Alright, so the very first thing you do is you define your character personality. You're given a bunch of personality points, and you have to distribute them in these categories: decisional, social, and emotional. So already it's got a little bit of a Disco Elysium feel here. So, you gotta decide, do you want to be more impulsive or calculated? I'm gonna go with more calculated. So let's do... let's try 2 for now, indecisive, and we might go back to it. Now for social, let's go with extroverted. We'll go with maybe 3, quite extroverted. And then for emotional, we'll go with sensitive. Yeah, maybe 3 points there. Okay, we got 1 more point, so let's put 1 more point into this one. Alright. Hold to wake up. Oh, that whole familiar sound. Ooh, look at this art style. All sketchy. The lines just shivering in place. Alright, so down here, we've got our character portrait and our points. We also have a status effect on top, total lack of motivation, and when you hover over it, you can see more about it. It does say that this is limiting our interactions. And then over here is the menu, and then here is the dialogue and narration. The frenetic sound of a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. The stale air perfectly complements the image of the old motel room.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
I like this comic booky style here. Alright, traits. Your personality traits determine your dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by that same trait. Remember, traits are neither good nor bad. They are a crucial part of role-playing a character with a real personality. So that's cool, and again, reminds me of Disco Elysium. So, We can either just nod, lie, or because guilt-ridden is one of the traits, we can say, I'm terribly sorry, my mind wandered off. Could you repeat that, please? So sure, let's go with that one.
No worries, Mr. Harrow. I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
He says slight lack, but the status effect says total lack. And it's just drawing attention to that now. The red ribbons on the character portrait show the status effect the current character currently has. Status effects have a negative impact on your personality and dialogue options. Slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this farce they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Condition. A note on personality. Your personality is represented in this part of the screen. It shows your personality axis that you defined during character creation, as well as the trait that you chose. Select hover over trait to see what it is and what it does.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
So he's asking us to acknowledge this condition and stay aware of it. Whatever this condition is. Silence befalls the room, a muffled clanging sound from outside, only making the moment more uncomfortable. We'll just say I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Can't you simply state that I'm fine so we can both move on with our lives? Is another session really necessary? I was hoping this would be a one-time thing. Why do we have to do this here in the middle of nowhere, or no questions? I would like to know why we have to do it here.
It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my methods require complete divergence from the clan's regular way of life, as well as temporary distancing from their social groups and circles. This place is ideal in that regard. However, it's understandable that you need a period of adaptation to both this idea and to your new surroundings. That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone. Yet. But please don't be alarmed. We'll talk about everything in due time.
Okay. I want to be nosy. So you live here?
I'm flattered that you're interested in getting to know more about me. But we're not here to discuss my life. In fact, getting personal may derail our progress. Any other questions?
Excuses, excuses. Alright. Do we want to ask any more questions? Let's ask if another session is really necessary.
Mr. Harrow, your case is not to be underestimated. We need to assess the situation carefully.
Your case. Not so long ago, nobody cared about what you do, yet now suddenly your business is everyone's business.
This first session is more for you to get acquainted with me and my methods. We have a long road ahead of us. Anything else?
Alright, we'll just say no. He glances at the clock, almost too fast for you to notice.
Alright then. That's it for today.
Through the door, you hear that sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Alright. Off we go. Next to you is the source of the clangs you heard from inside, a young woman beating up an old vending machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Someone's got anger issues. We can run by, I guess, holding down the left mouse button? Or just clicking it, I guess. Could she be here for therapy as well? Or we could be nosy. Let's be nosy. She's completely focused on the ancient machine and mumbling something under her breath. From time to time, though, a grunt or a few words are loud enough to make out.
Spit it out already!
We'll do this one. Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Poor woman, she should consult with a real professional, not a charlatan like Dr. Fink. Nobody needs to be sent away from their home to this dump regardless of their mental state. She should consult with a real professional. Maybe she just needs someone willing to listen to her. Why don't you say hello, see if you could help somehow? Or is that too much to ask right now? Yeah, see, this is where the status comes in. Because of the total lack of motivation, we cannot talk to her.
Come on, you thief!
So we have to move on. Oh, and sometimes we highlight over an object. And it says something about it. Alright, here's the office.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down?
All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
She says to the person on the other side of the call, social check, try to get her attention. Okay. Yep, we're apparently too extroverted. It's easy, just be loud enough and she won't be able to ignore you. We could say, hi, I need to get into my room, or ring the desk bell and smile. Let's speak over her. She turns towards you, clearly insulted for being interrupted mid-sentence.
Please sit down, sir. I'll be with you in a moment.
And before you get a chance to say anything, she returns to her call with no sign that she's about to end it in a moment, or anytime soon for that matter. Well, let's be nosy again. In a bout of curiosity, you lean closer and prick up your ears, hoping you'll catch what the other person is saying too. Alas, what little you manage to comprehend is but a dull description of traffic congestion by someone caught in it, accompanied by futile attempts to communicate their location to the receptionist.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
She says to her conversation partner, clearly annoyed. Minute by minute, your curiosity subsides as your attention slowly breaks down, but you still keep mindlessly listening to the receptionist's call for some time. Alright, and here's a game mechanic, killing time. Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. Usually you can do that with various items and interactions around you. For example, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, or just chilling in a cozy chair. Alright. Well, is there anything we can interact with? Let's check out the leaflets. Picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with bottles of water, above it all the Coral Destiny logo. Look at the other side. Picture of an endless desert. The caption at the bottom reads, "Free bottled water for the people of Rue Valley, courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency." Space agency, huh? Interesting. We'll grab it. Alright, and we have unlocked inventory. Items you pick up are stored here. While not in dialogue, you can click on them to interact with them. Also, some items will show more information on their icon, for example, Wi-Fi availability or battery level on your phone. Okay, let's grab the pen. The clerk is laser focused on her call and she doesn't even notice you've grabbed the pen. If you wanted to snatch her attention as well, you failed. Alright, we'll just put it back then. Okay.
Of course it's urgent. Our guests
Let's see
don't
what
have
this
Wi-Fi,
is.
credit card machines,
List of
and can't
rules.
access reservations. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it was fixed. Can you just...
Not a whole lot to interact with. Let's sit down.
I don't want a customer satisfaction.
This chair looks very old but sturdy. Sit down. Alright, we can sit patiently, we can mess with the phone, we can check out the leaflet. Let's mess with the phone. The phone bleeps to life with a lock screen that is obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be musty with age and neglect. Let's scroll through our feed until she finishes the call. If you start scrolling through stale memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsored ads, scroll some more. In one picture, a grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby. Thanks to a cleverly applied filter, both of them sport donkey ears. Scroll more. In an overly long and arguably racist video, a non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic errors. They often turn out to be unintentional, double entendres. Hilarity ensues. Oh boy. Continue scrolling. Time passes. And she's still on the phone. After a while, you realize that neither the pictures nor the posts are loading correctly. Check the signal. 1 bar. You get the feeling that, if it could, it would show half a bar. Seems like all these posts were from some time ago, stashed needlessly in your phone's memory. Unless you hook up to some local Wi-Fi, you won't get much internet here. And the Wi-Fi is down, as we know from her conversation. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at its end.
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27-RVMT.
Alright. Let's play a game of hyper-casual protagonist. First wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists appear on your phone screen. They're so cute. Very cute. One of them is wearing a top hat 2 times the size of his body, and they're sporting a goatee worthy of the campiest villain. Touch one of them. You tap the one carrying a golden fork, and he instantly turns into an amorphous purple splotch. A matching splotchy sound effect plays at the same time, further confirming that the bow tie wearing, golden fork carrying antagonist is no more. I guess I'm supposed to squash them then. Squash, squash, squash. As your mind spins around the absurdity of this game, and while your fingers roam aimlessly across the screen, a group of tiny bow-tie-wearing antagonists gather near the pile of boxes at the bottom of the screen. Alright, let's tap on the boxes. Nothing happens. Alright, keep squashing them then. As soon as you're about to get the one with the goatee, a slightly larger antagonist with a monocle and pocket watch enters the play area. Let's tap on the big guy. You press your finger against the monocle watchman, maybe a bit too hard. The tip of your finger slips, and you almost drop your phone. You look at the screen after your heart almost skipped a beat, and see that the whole screen is taken up by bold fat letters saying, "Temporal disruption." What the hell is going on? The letters disappear, and you notice that the whole screen is frozen. The antagonists gathered around the pile of boxes, staying still in their weirdest poses. Is there anything different on the screen? There is. A small timer at the edge of the screen is ticking down. And it's gone. The screen comes alive for a split second, the antagonists unfreeze, and continue to antagonize the pile of boxes. And before you get the chance to do anything, the whole phone is covered in black. Out of the blackness, disappointing red letters appear. Protagonist defeated. Well, that was interesting. With a quick swipe and finger flick, the game is gone, and you're back staring at your old wallpaper. The receptionist is still arguing with the internet service provider, and you're getting restless.
The text said it'd be be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now.
Alright. Now what do we do? I guess let's scroll more. Start scrolling again, hoping a small amount of bandwidth slipped through the cracks of the invisible field that connects us all. Wonder if we found anything. This is useless. Without an actual internet connection, you won't be able to see them much. Alright. Let's stand up. See if we can approach her. No, can't say anything to her directly. Okay.
Yes, your colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem. I even tried.
Alright, we're sitting back down. Let's check out the leaflet. Again. That's the picture we saw. Well, let's try reading it. You start to read the tiny letters that contain everything you're not interested in. Reminds you of times you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom and were forced to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. Man, is that relatable. I can't even imagine what people had to go through before smartphones were invented. Well, I can, because I'm old. Yeah, and how about before cleaning products and air fresheners? Even worse. Consider yourself lucky that you have a small piece of literature with rockets and spacemen. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of the communities around us. That's why we proudly provide fresh, purified, bottled water completely free of charge to the residents of Rue Valley. Delivered regularly and held to the highest quality standards, our water is just one example of how we're committed to a healthier, brighter future right here on Earth. Okay. There's more ad lingo, but a nicely framed quote catches your eye. We're proud to share our resources with Rue Valley. Providing clean water is a small part of a mission to uplift the communities that inspire our work. Isabel Watson, Chief Executive Officer of Coral Destiny. You struggle to find more content with at least the same level of excitement. Nevertheless, time begins to pass. After a while, you realize that you've switched from reading text to just looking at pictures. The art is ugly. Time goes by, and the girl at the reception desk is still talking.
Miss Heard? No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Finally, the girl ends her eternal call.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the wait. That was a super important call, and I had to take it right now. There was literally no other way. Hopefully you didn't mind waiting.
Oh, goodness. And what was the call about? We're gonna be nosy again.
Oh, well, it was, a super important call.
So important. She looks you in the eyes and makes a face so solemn you wonder if she's mocking you.
All right, then. Let's get you into your room.
The sudden enthusiasm in her voice catches you unawares. What's the deal with this girl?
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And...
She raises her hand holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
This is your key card.
Okay, thank you. We'll reach to grab it. You stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and excitedly waving it around.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Okay. Well, you just made me wait a bunch of hours to get my room, so point towards the key card. She nods in response, but then continues as if you haven't said anything.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest, the guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting, and my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
I guess we're gonna continue our trend of being nosy. So your dad is the owner of the motel?
Yeah, he bought it from from the previous owner when she realized she'd had enough of Rue Valley. You know. So, yes, we decided to use electronic keycards. Costs us a lot to implement, but now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic.
I wonder how long she'll continue rambling. Let's find out.
How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
Takes a deep breath, planning to continue, but a notification sound from her phone interrupts her. Oh, okay. She immediately grabs the phone, smiles, and starts typing a message as if she suddenly forgot she was talking with you. But after a few seconds, she puts the phone down and hands you the keycard.
So, here's your keycard, and I'll need your signature here.
Alright, she puts some kind of document on the counter. We're gonna sign it.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll be very helpful. Alright, so we got things pointing. Okay, that was just the leaflet. And this is our room key. Alright, let's leave the room here. And I guess let's head up to the room, which is on the second floor, she said. I can hear voices coming from over here, but I can't tap on anything. Looks like that one might be 5. Here's 6. This one's ours. The paint is peeling from the wood of the door, but number 6 is new, shiny, and chrome. We'll go ahead and unlock it. A tiny green dot of light shows up near the knob. The door is unlocked. Well, it's a room. It certainly is that. Okay. Here's our suitcase. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Okay, way to make it gross. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. I mean, if they've been washing the sheets, there shouldn't be flakes of dead skin. Unfortunately, between you and the object of your desire on the folded sheets lies a dusty suitcase, your suitcase, the smallest one you own. So once again, we cannot do something due to the total lack of motivation, so we're just going to put it away. Yes, it's such a chore, but the more you prolong it, the worse it will get. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel even harder and more pointless to do it later. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Do you really want to crawl back into that deep black pit? Apparently, yes. I can't go back to that. Never open the suitcase. Oh, okay, no. I thought both of these were going to refuse, but nope, this top one from Giltern says open the suitcase. Okay. There's not much in the suitcase. Spare clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You really weren't planning on staying here long. Well, you better see if they have any laundry facilities. Sessions, Dr. Fink said. Days or weeks, months even. Okay, so we've got a decisional check. We can unpack the suitcase, or indecisive, I've changed my mind. Let's try the decisional check. Success! Okay. You plug in your phone charger above the bedside cabinet, put your spare clothes in the closet, your slippers next to your bed, and your toothbrush in a cup under the bathroom mirror. And now that the suitcase has been dealt with, this motel room is officially your home. It'll do, I guess. That's the spirit. Okay. So let's check out the bathroom. Ooh, this is a very rusty, grungy bathroom. There are so many dark patches that this can barely be called a mirror. A small cup holds your implements of oral hygiene. Let's brush our teeth, maybe? Grab the toothbrush from the cup. First, wet your toothbrush. Turn on the tap. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills your nostrils. It's like there's a plumbing issue in hell, and all the blocked sewage is feeding directly into the faucet. Then you see the water streaming out of the tap. It's a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of silt. Yuck. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm not touching that. That's disgusting. Look at the mirror. The mirror's splotches make interesting patterns on your face. They conceal a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. I've wasted my life so far, and now I'm getting old. Sure. We'll go with the guilt-ridden choice. You're not as old as you look. Half of it is probably just due to poor hydration. You have more than enough time left to waste. Okay. Well, we're not going to have much help with hydration, thanks to that freaking disgusting water. Alright. Could try to sleep. Despite the tight sheets and crisp-looking pillow, this bed reeks of dust and age. Ugh, alright. Crawl into the bed. That's an interesting way to crawl into bed. It creaks and squirms as you crawl into it. You try to make yourself comfortable, but the overly soft mattress swallows you up. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. You are desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come that easy. Close your eyes and hope sleep will come. Oh. Your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore to change years ago. Check who's calling. The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking the identity of the mysterious caller. Somebody's disturbing me. Put it on silent and ignore it. You silence your phone as the mystery of the caller's identity gently teases you. Alright, let's try closing our eyes again. How rude. Calling this late at night. Probably a spam call. They'll call at all hours. Did we fall asleep? As your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there is only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down, and soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Oh, okay. This is our mind map, our memories. It is a representation of all the memories you have and how they are connected. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by clicking on it to activate it. Once the memory is activated, it can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory, okay? Here's the chatty receptionist. Alright, so he's like recalling the details of it. You were so full of yourself, she probably despises you now. Like everyone else. Well, that's depressing. Alright, what's this one? The unexpected call. Now, why would anyone answer a call from an unknown number? And this is a therapy session.
Still with me, Mr. Harold?
He's so boring you almost fell asleep, and you apologize to him? You're such a doormat. Oh, that's very critical. And the young woman who had anger issues. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do, just the bare minimum. As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision, suspended between sleep and waking. Oh, we're getting deep in there now. You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on rumpled motel sheets. Everything is packed: clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. I'm ready to go home. As you reach for the handle, you notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. Then the gap widens just a little, and something shifts inside. The suitcase jerks. It's just a faulty latch. Let's go already. Or better shut it tight first. Yeah, it's a faulty latch. But the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seam splits, and a snake's head appears, lidless eyes fixed on yours. Why is there a snake in my suitcase? Then more hisses follow, and more snakes emerge, liquid as death and cold as oil. Their bodies twist into knots, ready to spill all over the sweaty sheets. Close the darn thing. You slam the lid down. The latch snaps shut, silencing the hisses. For now. Alright. I need to check out. Let's bring the suitcase along. Alright, gotta get rid of the suitcase. Let's shove it under the bed and get out of here. Well, considering snakes came out of it, let's leave it. Out of sight, out of mind, as you descend the stairs, midday heat pricks your neck with sweat, and you think of everything you left inside the suitcase. Just clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, a couple other items. You enter the reception area, no one's here, and even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. I can't wait here, it's too hot. On a desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits beside a pen. Perhaps you can just do it yourself? Alright, let's fill out the form. Name, date of birth, length of stay, but a single mischievous drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot, a puddle, a pond, spreading across the form as sweat spreads across your shirt. Okay, let's grab another form. You slap the new form over the old one. The blot seeps upward, your sweat drips downward. The paper becomes a battleground of stains, your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. Just keep writing. Write all the words in black on a completely black paper and sign it in black. Not your fault, after all. But it is. You did what you could. Now it's time to leave and find something to drink. Get out already. The parking lot shimmers in the heat. Asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, the vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. Insert coin, press the button. The machine hums, light flickering, but no bottle comes out. Rinse and repeat. You drop another coin, clink, press, hum, still nothing. Third time's the charm? The world narrows to the clink of metal, the press of your finger, the machine's empty whir. Maybe it'll work this time. Oop. What's this? The checkout. This is our dream. Hold to recall. Oh, we don't have the willpower though. Don't worry, it wasn't even a real memory. However, it is an embodiment of feelings. More like random neural activity in your brain, synapses sparking from nothing. Best forget about it. Didn't feel random. Could be. But are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? Not yet. Well, that was an interesting dream. Ooh. The sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to miserable reality once again. Your head is still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is as dry as a desert. All right, so we've got another status effect now. Thirsty. Some status effects can have a greater impact on your personality. Thirsty, for example, nudges you just 1 point towards the impulsive side, but some other status effects have much greater influence, and in some cases drastically change the personality you define in character creation. Well, that makes sense. You know, our actions change depending on our needs and desires. All right. It was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. We need to find some water. And we know that what is in the bathroom is awful. That must be why they provide people with bottled water. Because the tap is gross. Oh!
God damn it!
Alright. Well, that was dumb. You hear the man yell from inside his vehicle. Even through the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit!
Well, between the cigarettes and horrible driving, probably won't be around much longer. Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Fink's. And he's probably drunk. Good thing he's driving through a desert. That lowers the risk of him hurting anyone but himself. True. Come to think of it, could it be that's exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. Okay. I mean, we could just open our mouths and drink the rainwater. It's a lot better than what's coming out of the tap, so... Whoa! You jump as if something jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you've ever witnessed. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart. It's racing from sudden shock. There's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for, so it keeps lingering, eating you from the inside out while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of an empty parking lot. Let's try the office. Can I have some water? The receptionist's eyes are closed, and you can hear music blasting through her headphones. She doesn't seem to have noticed you. Ring the desk bell. She opens her eyes and jumps away, startled by your presence.
Mr. Harrow! Sorry, I didn't notice you. What can I do for you?
Didn't mean to startle you, sorry.
Got my blood pumping. No worries, though. What can I do for you?
Water, please?
Ooh, yes, I forgot. Don't drink the tap water.
You think?
You can get a bottle for free at the vending machine instead. Just press the button.
Alright,
no problem,
thanks.
Mr. Harrow. Have a nice evening.
That vending machine didn't seem to be working earlier, though. Alright, the battery machine seems to be decades old except for a newly installed comically large reddish button. Check the label. There is drinking water for the people of Root Valley free of charge. Okay, let's press it. A little bang and a clang, the machine vomits out a bottle of water. Oh, it actually worked. Maybe it just doesn't like to dispense coffee. The almost frozen plastic feels slippery in your sweaty hand. You can't wait to drain it of the precious fluid. Alright. Let's drink some water. Your thirst screams at you to gulp down the whole bottle right now, but there's no need to hurry. Take it one sip at a time. Whoa. Well, alrighty then. Suddenly, the night sky turns blood red, and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Get away. But you can't run away from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. Anxious apprehension. At least I don't have to face it. Close your eyes. Your eyelids connect, and darkness greets you for a mere second, but as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I stop? That's easy. Simply stop being you. Nobody can stop being themselves. The receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. What I wasn't expecting is you. But the receptionist disappears, and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight, narrow slits in your closed eyelids. I want this to stop. Squeeze your eyelids tighter. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Red sky is seeping through the cuts in your eyelids, forming a number. A number 8? Perhaps?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Well, that was something. And now we've got anxious apprehension. We're gonna stop the carousel and focus on something else. Surely there's something pleasant to think of, instead of this bushy, eyebrowed psychotherapist and this court-mandated therapy. Let's think of something tasty. But Dr. Fink only seems to become more real.
Mr. Harrow, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
It's all right.
He pauses for a moment.
I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
Deja vu? Lack of motivation. That's the least of your worries while your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, did you hear that? A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates, and cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible.
The doctor finishes, apparently expecting some sort of answer from you. We'll just nod this time.
Good. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session...
He stops mid-sentence and gives you a concerned look.
Mr. Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Well, you endured the whole session stoically so far, but this one moment of anxiety, it could completely ruin your chances of being sent back home at any time soon. We gotta do an emotional check. Try and act like the stable, well-adjusted person you are. Nope. We're way too sensitive for that. You open your mouth with the intention of convincing him that you're fine, but the stress is just too high to control and it instantly overwhelms you. Well, oftentimes, when stress comes to a head like that, we hyperventilate. Your heart speeds up, your breathing follows, and soon you start feeling dizzy, and then you feel it, a sharp chest pain. Oh no, am I having a panic attack? Yes. This realization makes you panic even more, which further accelerates your breathing.
Easy, Mr. Harrow. You're not having a heart attack or anything similar. Trust me. You're just getting too much oxygen. Let's try breathing through pursed lips as if we're blowing out a candle. This one.
Well, unfortunately, we are paranoid. Now he's trying to kill me. I need to oxygen breathe even faster. We're gonna pass out.
Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, word to the wise. Don't do that. Don't try to breathe faster when you're hyperventilating. You need to slow it down. Did I pass out?
Only for a few seconds. No need to worry. Just take it easy. Feeling a little better?
He smiles.
Good.
He pauses for a moment.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
Blocked by dramatic. Okay, I haven't slept in months.
Is that so?
He seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes.
Well then, if you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight...
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows. Reach for the pill.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Get the pill.
Hopefully it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now, you only need to pick up the key card for your room. And I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
Thank you. Oh, that was an unpleasant experience. The source of the clangs is a young woman beating up an old vending machine. For some unknown reason, looking at her makes you even more nervous. Why am I so agitated all of a sudden? You must have gotten lost in thought for a moment whilst the doctor was speaking. Couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple minutes ago, but it seems like an hour has passed since. Take a moment to calm yourself down. You point your gaze toward the endless, unmoving desperate. It's calm in the distance. But not so much right here, as the machine-hating woman keeps hitting it violently. Can I talk to her now? Probably not. Nope. She's driving us crazy. We better avoid her. Let's just go into the office.
Physical antenna. Yes. On the roof.
All the attention of the girl behind the counter is hogged by the ongoing phone call.
Of course it's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead. We can't...
She pauses for a second.
Oh, hold on. I have someone on the other line.
She presses a button on the phone.
Hello, reception? Oh, what can I do for you, Dr. Fink? If it's about the Wi-Fi,
She pauses again and directs her gaze towards you.
Yes, he's here. Of course, no problem.
In an instant, the realization dawns on you. Because of your panicked outburst at the end of the session, Dr. Fink must have just warned the receptionist of your condition. Smile at her. She smiles back at you as she touches the button again.
Hello? I'm very sorry. I will have to call you back later. Bye.
Well, that was a lot quicker. She ends the call and turns to you.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
She continues in the same breath without waiting for your answer.
Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
We'll just say thank you.
You're welcome. Let's get you into your room.
Her voice is full of enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And...
She raises her hand, holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
This is your key card.
Thanks. Once again, just like before, you stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and waving it around excitedly.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Suddenly, she curtails her excitement as if she remembered something.
Oh, you must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting story.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Here.
She hands over the key card and puts some kind of document on the counter.
I'll just need your signature.
Okay, we're paranoid, so we gotta read it first. They won't get you this way, and don't forget the small print.
Oh, are you a lawyer, perhaps?
She interrupts you curtly. Why do you ask?
Oh, just that, people usually sign it without reading. It's probably the same in every motel. I bet my father copied it from a template he found online or something.
I prefer to know what I'm signing, thank you very much. Continue reading. Read the whole document and do your best to find a hidden loophole or suspicious wording they may try to use against you, but alas, you can't find anything. If only you were a lawyer. Well, time to click the I agree button and prepare for the unknown consequences. Sign the document begrudgingly.
Thank you for your trust, sir.
She says with a barely visible smirk.
I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Alright. Off we go then. We'll go back to our room. Again. Still can't interact with the other doors, right? Nope. Alright. Just go in our room. Unlock the door. Get in there. Alright, let's check out this room again. Does it still have the nasty water problem? Let's see about splashing water on face. As soon as you turn on tap, horrible smell. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. Change your minds. Turn it off. Okay. Gross. The suitcase. Your dusty suitcase, the smallest one you own, is lying on the lying on the folded sheets. Even thinking about unpacking right now is making you feel terrified. Why am I afraid of unpacking? I have some theories. Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Or maybe worried that by unpacking, you accept that you're going to stay here for some time. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. They're going to keep me here forever, aren't they? Yes. Perhaps I could relax a bit in the armchair instead. Okay. We'll sit. As soon as your buttocks touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. All you want to do is sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside, like a colony of termites munching on a piece of dead wood. Let's try closing our eyes, like we did last time. That darn phone again. Try checking who's calling. Nope. Alright, fine. We'll answer it this time.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Who wants to know? The line crackles heavily as if the man is speaking from the distant past. Yeah, who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Who gave you the number?
Well, Mr. Harrow, to be honest, I don't even have your number. It was randomly selected by the computer. The privacy of our potential clients is among our core values here at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy, I can assure you.
Uh-huh.
Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
You're referring to the psychotherapy in Rue Valley?
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I have no idea where this true valley of yours is, but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it.
Yeah, that's just salesperson talk.
So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Do I have to decide right now? This is all happening so suddenly.
I completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly.
Okay, that just sounds like you're, like, acting illegally.
Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Juice!
If you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. Well, at least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. I'm gonna stare at the suitcase. What a pitiful, inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff? Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush might as well be empty. But it isn't. It won't ever be without your help. I'll try messing with the phone for a bit. With a gentle touch, the phone screen turns on again. Scroll through your feed, that always makes you drowsy. Start scrolling, but every post looks like you've already seen it before. Same old, same old. Fine. We'll play a little match of the game. As soon as the first wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonist appears on your phone screen, an uneasiness starts building inside you. Playing the game right now, for some reason, it feels unsettling. This was supposed to be relaxing. It's not your fault. You're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this right now. Alright, put the phone away. Close the eyes again. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down, and soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Oh, we're back to the mind map. Alright. This is the memory of the careless driver. When did this happen? This evening, but later. Things aren't making sense. Alright. This is the thunderclap. This is the crazy night sky. Then suddenly everything happened again. Everything again, but nothing after. Well, that's true. The meaning of what you've just experienced is still hard to grasp. Is this some weird deja vu? That's what it seems like. Memories seem so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Have you actually gone completely mad, and they were right to send you to Dr. Fink? But what if the careless driver really does show up? What if the lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? Mind map intentions. The combination of several specific memories can create an idea. And with enough inspiration or willpower points, you can turn that idea into an intention. Intention opens new dialogue options that will lead you through the journey of completing that intention. Keep in mind that not all you intend can be successfully achieved. Well, that just sounds like life. Alright, so we gotta close that. Click on this. Memory or fantasy? Alright, let's hold to commit. Not enough willpower. Okay. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, or if it is all but a fever dream of a lunatic. Yet you can't. It's all too much. All you really want to do is forget you ever even had these weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. I wonder what the incident is. Stay in the armchair forever. Dot, dot, dot. Well, maybe it's time to try the pill. Swallowing a pill without any water is not a pleasant task, true, but getting up only to get some water definitely feels like too much of an effort. Alright, better force it down then. Using saliva as a lubricant, you help the purple capsule. Using saliva as a lubricant, you help the purple capsule find its way into your stomach. You have no idea how long it will take until its effects kick in, so there's nothing to do but wait. Alright, well, just close your eyes then. But gradually, your thoughts begin to slow down, and your consciousness lightens its feverish grip on you. No turmoil, no fear, no remorse, no pressure. Let's say no remorse. Lost to anxious apprehensions. Was it the purple pill? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace the sweet relief. Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. Oh, what's that? But what is this? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. It must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. A spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. This speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. I gained an inspiration point. Inspiration points are small sparks of inspiration, clever, that you can use to motivate ideas and turn them into intentions. Be aware that when you spend inspiration points, they're gone for good. Oh, and that's indicated up here above the portrait. And as you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Alright, we need to go back in here to the mind map. And now we can commit this into an intention. Intention acquired. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will really be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Get up. Alright, so active intentions. Here you can see your active intentions. Select hover over them to see more details about how to complete them. Clicking on an intention will open the mind map with that intention in focus. Alright, so right here you can hover over it to read more. Alright. Oh. What does it want now? It wants us to click on this for some reason. Okay, I guess we just didn't click on it before. Alright. Whoops. We didn't want to go all the way back. How do we get out of here? How do you back out of your mind map? Just click on it? Okay, you just click on it. The rain has slackened off, and you see nothing out of the ordinary, nothing you can put your finger on. And if the careless driver visited the motel, he has surely left already while you were sleeping. I should have found the strength to get up earlier. There's that guilt. There. It's not your fault. You were incapacitated. Glance towards the parking lot. You just stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt. the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. Indeed. It's pointing at this again. Okay, so it updates as we go. It's added more information under the intention. Okay. Well, let's go down there and see if there's a broken tail light. Which would be over here near the transformer. Okay, we'll click on it. As you come closer to the transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna look at those shards. There are several small ones scattered all around, translucent triangles and rhomboids. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Well, let's take a look. The shard is obviously part of a broken tail light. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. What this is? Or is there? It could have been lying there here for days from some other vehicle. Well, we are indecisive. Could be, if only there was a way to know for sure. Well, I guess that answered the question. And then, before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze exactly as you remembered, only confusing you even further. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing, and the evening will now continue as if nothing has happened? Befuddled, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. From now on, you will have the exact time displayed here, okay? Up in this right-hand corner. Pay attention to it because in Rue Valley, situations change when the time changes. Characters might leave some locations and arrive at others. Their mood might change, and they might act differently at different times. Okay. And back to 8 p.m. The frenetic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Let's try not answering him this time. He's only trying to confuse you to make you forget.
Mr. Harrell, can you hear me?
And you need to remember. To remember... Yes, there's something very important. The muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside interrupts your train of thought. And suddenly an image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine emerges in your mind. But like the first rock in any avalanche, it's inevitably followed by others, and more memories start emerging. The receptionist, the thunder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself, standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything again. Let's click on it. Okay, we gotta hold this to wrap it up. Intention completed. As you struggle to put the memories in correct order, your mental fog dissipates and two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. And we've gained an inspiration point.
Time loop?
Oh, apparently that was said out loud. Dr. Fink's voice pulls you back to the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrell. Would you care to elaborate?
Perhaps, perhaps not. Because that is it. And what a wild ride of a demo that was. I think that was a good length too. It didn't give too much away, but it definitely sparked curiosity for sure. And it showed you, some of the most important mechanics of the game, which I also think is important. Showed off a very unique art style. It had solid voice acting. And I'm a big fan of Disco Elysium, so I was already bound to enjoy this demo because of that. But I'm really excited to see another dev team try to make something that's kind of like a spiritual successor to it. So, very excited for this one as well to come out. Every Day We Fight. This is going to be the last demo I look at because this is the only other one I found during the Steam Next Fest that I thought, you know what? That's worth keeping an eye on. I'll wishlist that. So this one is really good for you XCOM fans out there, of which I am one. So let's go ahead and dive in. And you're going to see what I mean about XCOM pretty quickly.
What the hell just happened?
Normally when it's that bright, I'm hungover.
Are we dead? Because heaven was supposed to be nicer.
We were trying to get to Dr. Faber's lab.
I like the art style.
Smacked into a bunch of rifters.
And everything went white.
It's simple, but I like it.
What the hell? There's more?
Dylan, look out!
Damn it!
So I bet you can see right off the bat what I mean by XCOM. As soon as the aliens popped up and as soon as the screen popped up, it's very obvious where the inspiration came from, but I am loving it. Okay, so firstly, scramble, trigger F or ignore with space. Obviously wants us to trigger the scramble. So scramble is just allowing us to move as a reaction. And it wants us to move up here, so just click.
Moving target.
There we go. Cover protection. Obstructions can provide some protection based on attacker's line of sight.
Okay, Rip. It's time for payback.
Alright, for aiming and shooting. So aiming is right mouse button and shooting is left mouse button. You can also select things from the character menus down here. So you've got move action, aim action, overwatch, and punch. Specifically for Dylan right now because that's who we're playing. So you can click here. And one thing you will notice that's different is I am moving my gun around. I am waving it around. So the aiming works differently. So I'm just gonna aim it at this guy's head and boom. Okay, and we can exit the aim view by hitting spacebar.
My turn. I got something for these sons of bitches.
Okay, and like in XCOM games, we also have equipment for the characters. This guy's got a frag grenade on him. So we select the frag grenade and then pick where to throw it. And of course it has limited range on it. So we're gonna throw it over here near these two guys so that it hits both of them. And they're now reacting. Can see them scrambling as a result. That guy made it out in time, but this one did not.
Leave it to me! Just need to get a better angle!
Movement in combat, activate activate move mode. Alright, so that's this here. We're able to move for every turn, so they want us to come down here for now. The jumping looks a little wonky. I will say that. It kind of just looks like you're falling, not like you're actually jumping. Alright, from here, let's aim. And now it's going to give you another mechanic. you press the middle mouse button to aim from the other side. So it switches sides like that. Also, R is to replenish ammo, and you can see this is a single shot weapon, so we need to reload. Press R.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. We'll go back over to this side. Also, in aim view, you can hold shift, the left shift button, excuse me, to hold your breath. So if we go here, press like that, it just gives us more control over the shot.
Nice work, Viv. Now let's make sure we're alone.
We can also click enter to end the turn for everyone.
Nope, we're not out of the woods yet. Shit!
Alright, now we're seeing as that enemy was getting closer that this popped up again, because this is not an action we take on our turn. This is a reaction. So trigger with F, and what we want to do is move into some cover. So we're going to move just right over there. You also see at the top it says you can use spacebar to fast forward. So when the enemy is going, you can just make it go by a little bit faster, which is nice, because a lot of games don't have that option. You just have to sit through it. Okay, combat and action points. In combat, units have limited, not unlimited, that would be bogus, action points to spend during their turn. Actions such as moving, shooting, reloading, and holding breath all cost AP. When ending your turn, up to 5 unspent AP carries over to next turn. Okay.
Okay, Thorns, let's do this.
You can switch characters using the tab button. Right. You can use the Q and E keys to rotate the camera. You can also rotate by holding down the middle mouse button and just moving the mouse. I'm more used to that, but use whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay. We don't have a good shot on them. So we're gonna scooch. We're gonna scooch over here. And come around the corner by shifting. And we're gonna try to shoot him right there. We got him. Now he's starting to run, but we can still shoot at him as he's reacting. There we go.
Scratch one, Rifter!
Couple shots in and we got him. Okay.
Most impressive.
Now we're gonna switch characters. He's kind of out of view. Let's see if we can get to him over here. I can see him, but not enough to actually be able to... Let's see. Let me reload. Oh, maybe we can get him. Okay, that X was there just because she needed to reload. Okay, let's try it. There we go. That works.
Now we're out of the woods. I still want to know where that light was. Last I checked, Rifts don't use flash tactics.
Figure it out later. Let's just get to the lab.
And then we have free roam movement
Rifter back there
in
nailed your
between
arm pretty
combat.
good, huh?
Ah, it's a scratch.
So, we're still good to rescue Dr. Faber?
Do we even know she's alive?
The Rifters have tech we were designing in the lab. She must be building it for them. So she's alive.
Logical, I guess. Just seems like a long shot is all.
What is it?
Okay, so movement is just done in the typical WASD format. If you come up to a blockade like this, you can hit F, and that will get you over the blockade. Also, if there were like enemies about and you hadn't started combat yet, you could use the left shift button to hide behind something. Or you could use the left control button to go into sneaky mode.
Wait, the bridge is completely blocked.
Let's shoot the vent's gas tank. See what it does.
Okay, and if you see that green diamond right there, that's like a little quest marker. So it wants us to shoot that gas canister there. So now we have to use like the actual mouse button prompts because we aren't in combat, so we don't have the menus. So we're going to right click so that we're getting our gun out and aiming, and then left click to shoot.
Well, that worked. Let's go.
All right. And
Hey,
the
bandages.
items in the environment that you can
Let's
pick
see if
up
we can't
will
catch you
shine
up.
like this. Press F to pick them up. And you'll notice now that the bandages are in her item menu right here. And what we can do is we can patch Dylan up here because he's not looking so hot. So we need to click on the item. And then we need to click on him to trigger the use.
Easy. I'll patch you up.
There we go. Okay, F to climb. So basically think of F as your interact button.
So, Vivian, you work for Dr. Faber.
Yeah?
Did you ever meet her?
My team gave a presentation. She asked the most terrifying, out of left field, why didn't we think of that questions? I managed to answer some, so she put me on her team. My lord, she's smart.
I guess we better save her then.
Climb over this. Over here.
This is a real mess up in here. We're gonna have to find a way around all this.
Or through it. Somehow.
Okay. So we've got a blockade here. We have the option of climbing up here. Taking a look
Got
around.
eyes on a gas tank. One shot and I think it blows a hole in that wall.
Alright, and that's how we get through. It says, while not in combat, press left shift when prompted to hide and cover. Just like that. Alright, so we need... Whoop. We need to get at the gas tank, and we need to lean to do that. So hold W. W, come on. Let's try it now. Yep, W is not working. Alright, let's see if we need to be in hidey mode. There we go. Okay, so we do need to use the left shift to put ourselves into hide mode and then hit the W to lean away from the cover and then shoot.
That is a very satisfying bit of controlled demolition.
Okay, now we're gonna unhide ourselves.
You
Go
ever
back
had the
down.
same dream more than once?
I dreamed this was all a dream, and I woke up and everything was okay.
I dreamed I was a rift once, and I knew what Elysium was. I wish I still remembered.
Down here, jump. Again, it's really more falling than jumping, but maybe they'll fix that up before the game releases. Okay. Vault over
You
this.
ever wonder what they felt when they froze?
I hope they didn't know it was coming. I hope they're not still there, looking out their eyeballs, which they can't move.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dylan. Of course they're not still there. That's horrible.
I mean, at this point, we don't know that.
Dome. Frozen people. The way the rifters can make holes in the air. Can't see a pattern.
Maybe there is no pattern, just a big, universal, colossal mess.
There's always a pattern. They just don't want you to see it.
You're one of those tinfoil hat conspiracy guys, aren't you?
Don't knock tinfoil hats. The dome didn't freeze me, did it?
Were you wearing one when the dome went up?
Well, no. I could have been.
I like the banter between the characters. As you're just moving around, it kind of keeps things interesting. It also seems like the characters' personalities are getting established relatively quickly, which is good.
Guys, Rifters in the parking lot. Engineers.
And Guardians. But inside? Who knows?
We better take these ones out so they don't follow us inside.
You know, gas canisters
Does
don't
that
only
gun
work
look
on
familiar?
walls. Just saying.
That the Rifters are holding? Because, man, that looks very XCOM.
Leave the left side to me.
Alright, combat starting. Activate Overwatch mode and press the left mouse button to place the cone. So, yep, Overwatch. All you XCOMers should be familiar with that. Or if you've played something similar to XCOM. I mean, Overwatch has been used in other tactical combat games.
Ready for anything!
There we go. The cost of Overwatch. Placing an Overwatch cone costs both AP and a reflex action up front. With no reflex action, other reaction abilities like Scramble cannot be performed. So something to keep in mind.
Okay, now let's wait and see what they do.
Okay, so they just want the turn to be ended at this point. And again, you can fast forward, make things happen a little quicker, but you also got to watch out for your triggers, your reaction triggers. So F.
What an idiot!
And then it's gonna go to free aim like this, so you gotta pay attention. I didn't get him at all.
Shit!
Alright. We're gonna let him scramble to get in a better position here. Let's put him over here. Got hit a little bit, but not too bad. Health meter is pulsed to indicate how much damage the next attack will inflict on the target. Okay.
Shit!
There we go.
You had it coming.
Alright, he's got 11 more AP. I don't think we can really see this guy through the... Although... Looks like we could hit a gas can? It's hard to tell. Okay, yep, the gas can's still there. So let's try that. Blow that up. There we go. Okay, now he's only got 4 left. And shooting is 7 AP for him, so he can't shoot. We'll just let him end his turn there. Let's switch over to Leo. We could try to hit this guy. There we go.
How'd you like that?
Can't really get to anyone else. Let's throw down another Overwatch.
My eyes are peeled.
And we're gonna switch to Vivian. Okay, we know that there's another guy over here. This one hasn't come out yet. Let's reposition her over here. Reload the gun. Can't quite get him. Maybe if we... Nah, I'm leaning, and it's not making a difference. Alright, we're not gonna be able to get him. That's alright. Okay.
That is foolish.
Let's try to get this guy. I don't think I got him in the butt. We're able to hit him a few times. Man, he had hit us a few times too. That was a gutsy move, just coming right up like that. Okay, we're gonna scramble. Go over here.
I don't think so.
doing? Let's come around the corner. Woo! Leo's getting beaten up. Okay. Definitely need to take care of these guys so they stop hitting Leo.
Dropped another rifter.
Reload. And not enough AP, so we're gonna switch. Leo's got a fair shot on this guy. So let's get rid of him. Alright. And we can see from this mark that we're about to get more enemies incoming. Let's move her. Can we get a shot on this guy? Nah, he's completely covered. So we're gonna put down an Overwatch instead.
I'm watching for them.
Alright.
What is that thing?
You think you're coming again? Huh?
This is some kind of special guy. Woo! Ooh. Well, alrighty then. They didn't last long. But here's where another fun little tidbit comes in.
Are we alive? I could swear I just got killed.
I mean, I guess I'm alive because everything hurts.
That weird rifter shows up and mocks us. Then boom!
Yeah. When the hell did they learn English? And why did it say again?
Also, we're not in the parking lot anymore. And it's a bright sunny day.
We'll figure it out. Right
Gonna
now we
be a
gotta
bright,
get to the lab and rescue
bright,
Dr. Faber,
sunny
right?
day.
And find us some more guns. We seem to have misplaced ours.
Are you wounded again, Dylan? How'd you get hurt?
We all got killed, remember? Why aren't you hurt?
Yeah, but the exact same wound?
Curiouser and curiouser.
Strange. Could have sworn we moved that van.
We could shoot it again, I guess.
Alright, we still got our pistols, so we can do that.
Let's move.
And here's some items for us.
More bandages. And a grenade.
Weren't we here before? And there was just one set of bandages?
And we grabbed it, right? Why is anything here? That's weird, right?
Not as weird as we died, but we're not dead anymore.
Just patch him up. So I haven't personally played Deathloop, but I have to imagine there's some similarities.
Right. Karg said again.
Karg?
That's what I'm calling him, because he said, Karg, you won't kill me again.
I thought he was calling us Karg.
Point is, he thought we killed him before. I don't remember killing him. Do you?
There was a white light. I don't know.
And there's the guns.
Weird. Those look just like our guns.
And there? Guess we don't have to blow a hole in the wall again.
You
Guess
disappointed?
not.
Grab what you can carry and let's go.
Alright. Cracked surfaces can be blown open with explosives. Yeah, we know that because we had to do it last time. Alright, Dylan's gun was the, goodness, the Rattler, I think. And then Leo had the Hailstorm. Let's give him a frag grenade. And then Vivian had the one that's up here. Don't
You
remember
ever
what it's
wonder
called.
if
Long
someone put
Hauler, I think?
Chips in our brains. Now they're changing our memories.
No, Leo, that is
Yeah,
not
long
something
haul.
I wonder.
The simplest explanation's always the best.
Oh, I see. They're saying you can do it with this one too. I don't think this wall was cracked last time. I think it was just the other one. So, if we wanted to see if there's anything useful in there, we could just Actually, I don't know if the grenade will work. Let's try it.
Present for you.
Yep, there it goes. Okay, and there's more items, including a grenade, so that's cool. I didn't end up wasting the grenade because I got one back. And a bandage.
Guys, the bus isn't where it was. There's no way we're making that jump now.
What do you want to do?
We need to make it move. Ooh. Looks like there's a gas can right there. There we go.
That did it. Come on.
Down we go. Okay.
There's our frozen friends. I guess some things don't change.
Poor souls. 1 minute you're putting your food in the freezer, then
Okay,
you're
let's give him a thing of bandages too.
I get it. Clever. Could we talk about something else, please?
I hope we're right, and Dr. Faber isn't frozen too.
You said the Rifters have stuff she was designing in her lab. So they gotta be making her work for them.
Frag grenade. Let's give him a frag grenade. Down we go.
Okay, guys. We're almost at the parking lot.
the Rifters. They're moving differently this time.
But I don't seem to remember what happened.
I don't see that rift that killed us. Karg, was it?
Yeah, Karg. Glad it's catching on.
Let's just kill the ones that we can see. And be ready for Karg.
I gotta say, I'm glad they don't have eyes.
Yeah, but they sense us. And they'll lay into us before our pants hit our ankles.
Okay, stay low and quiet.
And spread out. Get them in a crossfire.
And maybe save some gas canisters for Karg.
Okay. So, C is to split up.
Shit. Let's split up here.
So I'm gonna get him over here. Then we're gonna scooch Leo around over this way. And then Vivian is gonna come around over here. And then we're gonna start combat after she reloads.
Vengeance is sweet!
There we go.
That was impressive.
To reload again. Say we can't reach him. Okay. Let's get this guy. Oops. Yeah, he's a little out of reach. Okay. No, oh, he's got 0 AP. Alright, I'm gonna move him over. Can get the gun. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use our reaction to scramble. We're gonna... we're gonna come over here. You can just see their last known position. That's what these images are. Speed things up a little bit. Let's just lean a little bit. There we go.
That's for the ones we lost.
Can we hit him from here?
Not bad! Not bad!
Yep, I can. And then we're gonna move. Actually, no, we're not gonna move. Not that guy, anyway. We're gonna move Leo. Move her up too. Reload. Try to take this guy down. Oh, we actually do not have enough AP to take him down, so we'll hold off. Alright. Gonna scramble. Run over here.
Move me, move!
They're playing it pretty cautious.
No! 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 No!
Shit! Shit! Shit!
Okay. Get that guy down.
Just like the rest of you.
I'm gonna come over here with him. Oop. No, can't quite see him. Okay, I'm gonna put an Overwatch down then.
I'll kill it.
You. I'm gonna move him way up, but still out of range of the Overwatch. A couple shots off. Okay. Let's see what they do. Oh, yeah, he's coming all the way up. Okay, let's move behind. Is he gonna take the bait? Yes, he is. Got him.
Another one down.
Okay, let's move him. To reload. Okay, got him.
Riffs never learn.
Great, don't get cocky.
There we go.
Get ready. Card might be coming back.
We're just gonna put down an Overwatch in that general area. See who it is. Oh.
There it is.
Do I really have to kill you again? This time, stay dead.
He seems to remember.
You're outmatched. You can't win.
He really is shouting at us in English, right?
Really good English.
Let's shut it up then.
Alright. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, got a couple triggers at the same time.
Got one lined up.
That is not gonna happen.
He's getting up close and personal.
There.
Whoops. Right in the head. Right. Let's try to get him with the other guy now. They're not done yet. Almost got him. Got quite a few shots off on him. Alright.
Crap!
Need to move.
I don't think so.
Got it.
There we
Car's
go.
down.
Got him.
How did I let you kill me again?
We killed him before? When? What?
Oh, there's that bright white light.
God damn, that hurt.
It's morning now. And we're back on the bridge?
I think we jumped back in time.
We what?
Jumped back to the last time we were here.
But Vivian, it's a different time of day. And totally different weather.
I don't know, maybe it's a different timeline, but earlier?
Okay. How?
Could be something to do with the dome. Or the portals. I don't know. Dr. Faber could tell us, I bet.
Then let's go get her. While I quietly freak out.
Can't really blame him on that. Feel like I would be freaking out too.
We get killed, go back to earlier. We kill Karg, and go back again.
We don't know if killing Karg was what made us go back. We've only killed him once.
What did you mean we're jumping between different timelines?
If we were going back in time, everything would be exactly the same. But each time, something's different. Theory says there could be multiple timelines, all running parallel. The closest ones are like ours, mostly the same things happen. Farther out, things get weird.
So perhaps it's like a multiverse thing rather than a death loop thing.
What? Nobody in the parking lot?
Where'd they all go?
Maybe Karg didn't like getting killed so much.
Hopefully they're not waiting for us inside that building. And hopefully Dr. Faber is.
Well, let's get inside before Karg changes his mind and shows up.
I was expecting there to be something in the building because of that destructible wall, but there's not, so disappointing.
I'm starting to think we'll never get rid of these clumps of Elixium.
I'm gonna
As near
expect
as I can
this.
tell, those incrustations are made of crystallized Elixium.
Try blowing them up. Nothing works.
I think the Rifters have some kind of frequency resonator that breaks them apart.
Like when someone sings real high and everyone's wine glasses break?
I think the Rifters are using something like that to clear the incrustations off their harvesters.
You think if we make one, we could make these ugly things go away?
Let's get back home. I have an idea.
Alright. Time to go to base.
We don't have to make a frequency resonator.
Which is the
We can
sewers.
steal one from the rifts. I triangulated on some radio waves. They're coming from a frequency resonator like we need. I'm pretty sure it's at the Rugosa Hotel.
Well, we're not doing any good here in the sewers.
And if the timeline jumping stops, we die for real. So if we're gonna get killed, let's go now.
That's
Okay, people.
a positive
Whatever
attitude.
you want to use in the rifts.
When Karg killed us, we went back to the shoreline. After we killed Karg, we started waking up on the bridge, closer to Faber Labs. If we kill Karg again, maybe we'll start waking up even later in the day.
Sure, let's roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen?
Alright, there's her weapon. We don't have the weapon for Dylan, but as the demo will explain, the weapons that you get in this area, this base of yours, it's not the same every time. It's randomized. Okay, so let's enter the city.
There's the hotel. I figure they'll start shooting at us pretty soon.
I guess it's time to case the joint.
What's that mean?
Leo's seen too many old movies, is what it means.
It means we need to get up close and personal with the hotel so we don't get any surprises when we go in.
The signal I'm reading is pretty strong. Resonator's gotta be in there.
All right. Time for some experience. Leveling up. Thorns, which is what these guys are, earn experience points for the actions they perform. They will level up upon reaching certain XP thresholds. With each level reached, the Thorns are awarded 1 skill point. And then the skills menu, press K to access it when not in combat. Use the Thorn's available skill points to unlock their various abilities. Spend at least 1 skill point in a skill to gain access, to the next one in the chain. Alright, so we'll press K, open the skill tree here, and we've got 3 categories: proximity punch, taunt, and utility. So let's see, for the proximity punch, he can knock enemies out when an enemy gets too close. For the taunt, he can call out to an enemy and get them to focus on him. And for the utility, his max health is increased by 50 HP. So let's try the proximity punch. That sounds fun. And then, of course, when we unlocked that, it opened up some other branches. We can't get them right now because we don't have the points, but we see that it unlocks some options for the future. Okay. And we gotta do it for Vivian and Leo as well. For Vivian, we have Kill Assist, Hologram, and Utility. Utility is going to be the same thing, 50 HP, but Kill Assist is if she witnesses another Thorn bring an enemy to near death, she can finish them off. And Hologram is distracting enemies. So I'm going to go with Hologram. And then for Leo, we got Covering Fire, Donate, and Utility. Again, Utility is the same thing, but Covering Fire is when he witnesses his allies becoming suppressed by enemy attacks, he can use Covering Fire. And Donate is transferring 10 of his AP to another Thorn for them to use. I'm going to go with Donate. Okay, let's go back. Okay, beginning a run. Kind of makes it sound like a roguelike. At the beginning of each turn, the items to choose from are random. Initial items include weapons, frag grenades, and bandages. Explore the city to discover new gear, weapons, and weapon mods. Item discovery. On nearing discoverable items, question mark icons are added to the map. When collected, they are added to the random pool for future runs, and you press M to view a map of the city. Required tools. Some items are located behind encrustations or in out-of-reach areas. They can't be collected until specific abilities are acquired through the story. And you can see over here what they're talking about. They actually use these in those screenshots. So like here, there's an item inside, but we don't have that resonator yet. So now getting in there. And then over here, there's a barricade all around it, and it's not one that we can climb over, so we can't get to those items inside. So we're gonna go up here. We do see some items out in the open, though.
If, you know.
If we live through the day, yeah, cheery.
Let's back it up then.
So again, those were marked by like a shininess over them. So we were able to pick those up. We will eventually be able to use the scrap for crafting purposes. So at this point in the demo, you can just, head straight to the hotel where you can kind of poke around a bit. Which I like to do because there may be items to pick up. Also just gives you like a better sense of the setting for the game. Like down here, we can see there's an item. And a kitty cat.
Probably a good thing I can't pet this cat. I'm allergic.
Vivian, you're a
little kitty.
scientist. What's the dome made out of?
Ask a riff.
Live a little.
Well, one of the scientists at the lab said if you could modulate the speed of light inside a bubble, it would be impenetrable. He also said that someone's...
Oh, that interrupter. Heat levels in the city. Completed combat encounters raise the Thorn's heat level. When their heat level reaches a new threshold, more or tougher enemies are deployed throughout the city.
his hands and replace them with exact replicas.
Alright, and what do we got over here? We have a newspaper. Dr. Faber article. A newspaper with an article on Dr. Selena Faber. Headline reads, "Warning, wizard at work. Blind scientist has no distractions."
I remember this article. All about what a genius Dr. Faber is.
What exactly did you do at Faber Labs?
Science stuff.
What kind of science stuff?
How's your matrix algebra?
How's it feel? Thinking you're smarter than everyone else?
I don't know. How does it feel being dumber than everyone else? I'm just kidding. Okay, the reason that I didn't go all the way down this way... Oh my goodness, hold on, my mouse. There we go. The reason I didn't come all the way down this way is that I know there's a combat encounter down there where you see that orangey light. And I just don't want to get into combat before going to the Ragusa Hotel. Okay. Take a peek down here. And at this point, we can see that if we don't want to approach the Ragusa Hotel from the front, we can also approach it from the back. I don't really think there's a right or wrong approach either. At least not, you know, in this part of the demo. Maybe there is in the full game.
I thought the place was going to be crawling with rifters. Hear that? They're all inside.
Fair enough. You expect tourists in a hotel?
They're not gonna let us sneak in and steal the resonator peaceable like.
No, we're going to take them out first and then grab it.
Okay, multi-floor visibility. Some areas have multiple elevations. The visibility of these levels automatically adjusts according to the position of the active unit, but you can use the mouse wheel to offset the camera and change the visibility of individual floors. Okay, so I can start seeing some evidence of enemies in here. So we know that there's one up there. There's two over here. Let's go into crouch mode. And we're just going to determine the best way to approach. Okay. We're going to split up. I'm going to put her here. Put him on the other side. And then we're going to take him around the other way. This way.
Oh, looky. Our resonator.
There's what we're after.
Let's make sure there's no risk before we touch it.
And I'm gonna put him there. I just don't want him getting too close. Okay. Oh, there is just a wall blocking us there. Okay. So, let's take her off of there. Oh, there's a door. Okay. See if we can get him up here. Yeah. I think we'll start combat with her. Yep.
That one's down.
Swap to him. Couldn't quite hit that. Alright. Let's move Leo forward. Just a smidge. Might be able to get his arm. Yep. Yeah.
Shithead down.
Okay. Now we're going to move her just a pinch. Alright. Is up there. Whoops. I don't know if we're gonna get him. I'm gonna try. Oh, did that hit him? Yeah, we did. We did actually hit him. Can't hit him anymore, though. Let's try to... We can hit him with this guy.
We got more coming our way. Maybe Karg.
Okay, they are coming over here.
Let's not hold back.
I want to make sure he's not in a really bad position here, so let's put him on the other side. Well, let's put you here. I think we're gonna do like that. Vivian, I think you're in a bad spot right now. Just put you down here. Let's put an overwatch like that. Ooh.
Karg! They brought grenadiers! Watch for the bombs!
I got some big ones. Partially armored rifters capable of throwing explosives. Alright, Overwatch trigger as he falls. Oh, oh. Her Overwatch didn't trigger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Be careful, Dylan. We gotta get you behind cover, buddy.
Won't shoot me!
Oh. And he cannot move because he already did Overwatch. Oh boy. He's gonna die. Alright, Dylan. Do what you can, buddy. He's got a lot of armor on him. Alright. Leo is gonna need some self-healing. And he is gonna need to definitely move. Put some distance there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's gonna work. Alright, Vivian's not doing so hot either. Fortunately, she does not have a healing item. Yep. Let's see if we can... There we go.
Got one.
We're gonna need to put her behind cover. And hope for the best. Alright, Dylan's gotta move again. This guy's being persistent. Let's move over here. Oh, where'd that guy go? Okay. Okay. Not enough AP. I was gonna say, why can't we? Alright. Now the problem is she can't see any enemies from where she's at. I know there's an enemy there, I just don't want to put her in a bad situation. Is he actually there? I don't think he is, but... Oh, he is. Okay. We're going to...
Careful.
Throw down our decoy. Try to keep this guy on the move. Oh. Interesting. Well, that decoy didn't last long, but still helped. Okay, now we're in a position where we can't really take a shot because he's got Overwatch going. Guess we could just point an Overwatch at him.
Watching for them this way.
Do that. And Leo can maybe? Yeah.
Scratch one, Rifter!
Alright, Vivian. You gotta be careful. So you are low on health. I don't think that did anything. That's disappointing. Ooh, you're gonna have to move. Oh.
Stupid idiot.
Some armor's soaking up those bullets. That guy is a problem. Can we? No, he's way too far for that. This might be a good time to donate some AP.
Come on, Viv. You got more in the tank.
It's frustrating. Headshot. And the helmet came off, so that's good. Now we just gotta keep her alive. Easier said than done, huh? He's coming back. Oh, well, he's gone this way now. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. I want to be able to shoot at that guy. Oh man. Not ideal.
Crap.
Nope, definitely not ideal.
Hey, more rifters coming up.
Oh, that's not good. That's quite bad, actually. Alright, we're... Damn. Well, that didn't do jack shit because he just ran away. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna try to get close enough to throw a grenade. Okay. What the heck happened there?
Grenade out!
Even if it just means flushing them out, I guess it's helpful. Well, it does seem to have done some damage. Ooh, got him.
Feels good.
But I'm pretty sure we're about to get screwed in a moment here. I don't think we were supposed to last this long. Gonna be honest. Just go around the... Oh, dear. Oh, no, he's gonna die. Yeah. Oh boy. I don't see how we're gonna finish this up being a guy short. Let's go this way.
Look out!
Ooh! Yeah, a little bugger. Goodness. Yeah. She's got barely anything going for her. Oh, no. Yeah. Our run's gonna run out of luck. Haha.
Oh no, 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 no!
Nope, there she goes. It's all up to you, Leo.
Oh, shit! Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, and you're just gonna put a bomb right on us. You're gonna go for a double KO. Wow. The thorns are dead. Well then. I guess we have to begin a new timeline. And so the cycle begins.
Well, crap.
Can't believe we got killed again.
You know what I hate? Dying. I really, really hate dying.
Well, at least we're alive.
Maybe we should try a different tactical approach.
Like, don't get killed?
Smart ass. Alright, we've got another skill point here, so we can either do more in the hologram or pick up the kill assist. What do we got for hologram improvements? We got retaliation shock. Give them the electrified status. Combustive. Generates an ignitable oil surface around it that is set on fire when the hologram is destroyed. And delusional fear. Inflicts rifters within a 4-meter radius with the suppressed status effect. These all sound fun. Let's try the combustive one. And I believe Leo had the other one. Okay. So, in addition to being able to donate AP, we could also have him restore some health. Remove negative statuses. Or the targeted thorn's weapon damage output increases. Well, health's been a bit of a problem, so let's do that one. Okay.
It's just as strong as last time. Let's go back in the hotel and get our frequency resonator.
What do we got this time? Okay, we've got a long haul, so we still have that. Got bandages. Looks like we got enough bandages for everyone, so that's cool. What's this gun? This is a hailstorm, and what's this? A long haul. Alright. Bandage. Okay. Going back into the city.
Do you think all this timeline jumping is real?
We're living in it, so yeah.
I mean, could it be just a dream?
A dream all three of us are having at the same time?
But maybe
Makes a
you're
point.
not real either. Maybe you're just my dream too.
I can punch you if you don't believe we're real.
It was just an idea. No need to escalate.
Gotta love that banter. Alright, so instead of poking around out back, we're gonna do it through the front.
3 days later.
Alright,
Keep
come
dying.
on, gotta do this.
What are we not doing right?
Rattler. Rattler. Ugh, none of these are good. I mean, the Rattler's fine for like one person, but we've got no long hauls. Which is not good.
Let's get back in the hotel.
It's nighttime this time. No grenades is not helping, that's for sure. Whoops. Come around the corner.
So, kill all the rifts first, then nap time in the comfy beds?
Heads up.
Okay. So maybe...
Need some breathing room.
We all have to be kind of close this time, because we all have short-range weapons. But I think we need to make sure not to be, like, right up in it when the grenade guys come.
That's right, Rips, we're here!
Right,
Just
this
like
one's
the rest
dead.
of you.
Okay, so maybe we'll take a more
I'll
defensive
focus on things
approach.
this way.
Do this
I'll
for now.
cover this way.
See if we can lure them out to us. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe not. And the question is that Overwatch going through or above? It's going through. Now, will setting Overwatch trigger Overwatch?
Ready for anything.
Apparently, yes. I don't know that I agree with that. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's get him over with now.
That one's down.
It's hard to get him all the way up there. Let's see if we can tempt it. Maybe if we taunt it? Can we taunt it?
Hey, ugly! Over here!
There we go. Come down. Oh, come
We
on.
got more coming our way. Maybe
Yeah.
Karg.
Oh boy. That means we gotta get out of this situation. Goodness, can't get her further away for now.
We got this.
All right. You though, you can come. Whoops. You can come back here. And we'll just lay down.
Keeping watch over here.
That. Oh. I know. I'll donate AP to her so she can move.
Liv, you got a little more in you.
And then I'll lay that down. And now she can move back here. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. It's a little confusing when 2 Overwatch goes at the same time. Oh! I am lucky that missed. Oh no, come on. Don't do that. These guys are kamikaze, and I feel like that is incredibly unfair. Just took out 2 of my guys from 1 bomb. Which just blowing themselves up. Oh, gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. All right. There's not much you can do when you only got 1 character left. So hopefully they'll take the bait with the hologram and, like, blow themselves up. I don't know how much damage that did. None to that guy. So that's terrific. Also, no idea what happened to the sound. I think I'm experiencing a bug. Boy. It's kind of a tough place to be in. There's like nowhere good to go. I think I'm gonna have to back like way up. And then let's do that. Come on, walk through it. Get damaged. I hope he's taking damage over time for that. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay. Oof. I am in such a predicament. I'm gonna have to, like, go outside. Have to play it really careful. I have no idea why the music is so quiet all of a sudden. Everything else sounds normal. Oh, no, that's not true. The shooting is quieter too. Okay, got him down. He has something on him. An Elixium bomb? Ooh. And bandages. Oh, she already has bandages. Okay. Okay. That's cool, though. That means I can... use these just to go back up to full health because I can pick up those. Alright, here we go. I have no idea what else is going on in there. Let's... Whoop. We're gonna throw down the hologram again. I'm gonna go over here. Grab the bandages. And... come over here. Oh, let's see, there's more enemies coming. I was like, how do you get past this? Because they're already here. How are they back up? Oh, the hologram thing. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. But they're on fire, so they're probably gonna go down again soon. Oof. Yeah, he's already down. And he's gonna explode. Thank you for that. They came back for a few glorious seconds. And then we're vanquished once more. Okay. Everything feels like it's in slow-mo. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of bug going on here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, maybe I can use the bomb on them and make some progress. Maybe. There's like guerrilla warfare going on here. Where's the engineer? Oh. You know, if the enemies didn't keep coming, I think I might actually be able to do this. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. At least I got him to back off. But he's probably just gonna come right back out. Although he might attack that. Oh, and my guys are back and they're gonna die like immediately. Oh, goodness. Put that down. Maybe they can, like, do just... Oh, he has bandages. I can heal him. Maybe he can last a little longer. Maybe. just maybe. I'm in a terrible spot. Run away. Okay. You know what? Can we just, like... Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to help out. Okay. Punch him! Yes! You can do this. You can do this. No, he's down. Okay, well, Dylan's still up. No. Oof. Goodness. Okay, I think we need to move over here. And then... get him. Come on, come on! There we go. Right, Dylan's still up. But in the crosshairs of that, so that's not ideal. Maybe we can just move. Okay, we can move, but now he's out of line. Maybe we can taunt him. Okay. Is he the only one? He can't be the only one left. Come on. Alright. We gotta run in there. Provide support. Can we reach him? Oh goodness, can we really not reach him? Bomb?
That's it. We're in the clear.
Oh my goodness, it finally worked. Woo! Well, that was a lot harder than the first time.
Okay, let's get the resonator and get out before any more rifts show up.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna pick up some crap that's been dropped. Actually, hold on a second.
You'll be fine in a sec.
There we go. What else was dropped? Bandages. Alexium bomb. Small scrap. Okay, here we go. Frequency recognizer, excuse me, resonator. A device the enemy uses to emit a particular frequency capable of destroying Alexium incrustations that build up on harvester machines.
Okay, is this thing intact? Yep, now let's get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
Wait a second. This key. It has our emblem on it. The thorn. It's a thorn key.
Great, give it here.
Why am I giving it to you? It's a key to what?
Could be for a safe house. We set them up all over.
You mean a stash? With weapons and supplies? Why didn't you tell me?
We just did.
We didn't know we could trust you.
Still don't, if I'm being honest.
And is there one nearby?
Let's get over to it and restock while we can. We won't last long with what we got on us.
Too true, too true. Thorn stash key, used to unlock the access doors to secret supply stashes spread around the city.
You think the Rifters are some kind of hive organism?
Like bees? With queens and drones and workers and stuff?
How'd you figure that?
They seem to have different roles. Especially Karg.
Yeah, he speaks our language. Maybe he's some kind of brain.
I'll give him an algebra test. Let you know how he does.
Maybe you'll get your chance soon.
Alright, that's not leading anywhere. Ah! It's really hard to tell where the doors are sometimes. Okay. Just go back out this way. You know, Dylan's not looking so hot. Let's give
This
him
should
a
do the
healing
trick.
too. There we go. Oh, and they all have skill points. So let's do that. I'm gonna do utility and kill assist. We'll start that. I'm gonna give him the blinding smoke. I'm gonna give him utility. Okay. Ooh. New gun, huh? Take that. I'm recording, I'm not streaming. Right. And the stash is on the other side. Well, I think I gotta go with the other way, actually. I don't think this is... No, it's not gonna let me go around. I gotta go this way. Pick up those scraps. And here's that fight I wasn't bothering with earlier.
Don't follow me. Look out.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, I guess I'm going to need to start this fight pretty quickly. Like, maybe now. Using their own weapon against him. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully I didn't screw myself with that. Okay, let's back it up.
Crap! Crap!
Crap indeed.
Crap! You won't get me! Crap! Crap! Crap!
This big hit. Oh, okay. There goes one. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Not ideal. Goodness. Oh. Bugger.
You don't.
I would have stopped already, but I'm in a demo, which doesn't allow saving, and lost a fight way more times than I thought I was going to. So I'm trying to wrap this up as quickly as I can. Well, no, I can't take my time. I gotta go to bed. Yeah, but I get woken up when you get up early. Huh? The dogs woke me up not long after you took off. I know. I think so. I believe it did. Not an ideal situation.
Shit!
Even less ideal. Should I just go down the ladder? Yeah, I guess.
I don't think so!
Guess that was the best option.
Where you going, idiot?
Get him.
I'll knock the
There we
gum
go.
right out of you.
Oh, okay. That could have been worse. He can't really see me right now. Then again, I can't really see right now either. Oh. There, get him to move. I am going to...
Distraction coming up!
throw my hologram down.
You up for some payback?
You're okay, Leo. We'll be alright. Yeah, it's not worth it for her to go back up yet. Oops. Okay. Alright, Leo. We don't know where anything is at the moment, so... let's donate that AP to Dylan. No, we can't? Why is that an invalid target? Because he's too far away? Okay. Really sure why that was a problem. Ooh, there's one around the corner. Alright. Doesn't seem like they did much. I'm gonna come back up. I'm attempting to. It's being a little wibbly lobbly. Oh! Not ideal. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely not what I pressed. And I am not happy with that. That is not what I pressed. Or not the area that I pressed, I should say. You know what? Can I just throw block, really? Love to do something useful with her turn after, you know, was kind of taken away. Okay, guess we're not doing anything useful with her. And that's frustrating.
Stick a fork in me! I'm done!
Oh my god, did I just shoot my ally? Wow. I think I just shot my ally, thinking I was shooting an enemy. I didn't even know there was friendly fire in this. Goodness. I can't... You know, this smoke screen may be helpful for hiding you, but it also makes it very difficult to tell what the heck you're doing.
Damn it!
Like, what am I scrambling from right now? Who am I scrambling from? Apparently that one. That was not obvious. So the only one left now is Dylan. Oh boy. Not good. Oof, that last shot was just wasteful. So that's not good because Vivian is the one that has the, you know, the hologram that could potentially bring people back, but now she's down. Ooh, he has like nowhere to go. He's screwed. Yep.
They took me out!
Yep. Screw-a-rooney.
We keep dying. What are we not doing right?
What? Where's the key to the stash? We just had it. I'm betting it's back at the hotel. Let's go.
Oh boy. So apparently if you die before you get to the stash and kind of finish up the demo, because the demo doesn't go much further than getting to the stash, you lose the key to the stash and you have to go to the hotel again and do all that, which I am not going to do another time. So suffice it to say, this is kind of challenging. But to be fair, the XCOM games were kind of challenging too, depending on what difficulty you played them on. So I think this demo shows a lot of promise for the game. I think if you are a lover of XCOM-like titles where it's very, you know, focused on turn-based strategical combat, and kind of rewards you for being experimental in the combat, trying new things, and if you don't mind like the roguelike element to it where, you know, you die, start a run again with a little bit more in your arsenal than you did before, then yeah, I think this will be a good one to keep an eye on. And I believe it's supposed to come out it's either sometime this year or sometime next year. So I had a lot of fun with this one. For whatever reason, it was a lot easier the first time I did the demo than this time, so apologies for my abysmal display in combat. I swear I'm not always that bad, but I did have a lot of fun with this. I am excited for this one to come out, and it's already on the wish list, and I recommend you put it on yours too. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks. We appreciate your engagement. We know this is much longer than what we usually do. Did any of those demos look interesting to you? Or did you find any gems while you were going through the demos of Steam Next Fest? If you did, put them in the comments below.